He has the second place. He has second place on the leaderboard. His name's Jovin, with a 56. Oh, I just had it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. 56.21. And with HDlax has a 56.43. And that's that's kind of like a 22-second difference. So yeah, these are very top tier runners in the category anyway.
Yeah, they're well rounded as well.
Mm-hmm.
Very good at know how to bounce and also talented in other feats of this game.
I just want to ask real quick if people in the chat will let us know how the audio levels are, if they need to be turned down a bit. I can adjust it. Anyway, so as we're going into Area 1, some of the strats that they do will be slightly different, but all in the same to go fast, because how they optimize it is essentially the same way. They want to catch ghosts as quickly as they can. And some of the tricks that they do is they use scare skips, like pulling out the through radar, or in other cases, just you could stand further away to not get scared.
Bad suck up for HD.
Yes, suck ups in this game. You can manipulate it to get faster ones by kind of like twirling the control stick around. It kind of helps. I think the actual way of doing it is by like trying to put the stick in the direction of where the ghost is facing. Sometimes that works, but it just kind of helps to twirl it around a bit. Yeah, these setups that they do are used to help pair group up ghosts together, so that way they can set up for a double.
Yeah, what you were describing was twirling. It was just a bad pull, and just that one little hesitation is why HD's behind right now. Switch back to Jovin again.
Yeah, so he has like maybe a 1 to 2 second lead right now. Yeah, it's just those tiny little things that can make a difference. So, what we got right now is the portrait ghosts. It's the kind of like characteristics, and they have some puzzles that you try to solve and to reveal their hearts so you can do damage. You're going to be collecting these throughout the mansion to clear the rooms, grab the keys, and unlock doors. But the main goal for this category, this is the 80% no out of bounds. So we play through the game, collecting 40 boos. You know, all while remaining in the boundaries of the game. You can do glitches, but you can't do the out of bounds glitch, which is in the first area of the game after you beat Chauncey. You can essentially use the chest that spawns to clip through the wall, and then navigate your way through the hallway and just kind of like fall through the floors and go to King Boo's altar that way. That's just kind of a basic understanding of it. Well, I guess I'll briefly explain. We are playing on Japanese because it's been known to be the fastest version in the game compared to NTSCU. And we're also on Hidden Mansion. Hidden Mansion just you beat the game once, and then EGAD will give you a slightly faster vacuum. It does like 1.5 times the damage of the normal vacuum. So that's just kind of the main reason why we're able to suck up ghosts really fast, because we can do a lot of damage. Alright. Now for the Chauncey fight. I know, but we just got here. So Chauncey has... We fight Chauncey in a couple of cycles because, unfortunately, that's the... that's just how fast we can beat him. We can't go under 2 cycles because in the tasks, the most amount of damage you can do is about 96 damage, and it's just not enough to do him in 1 cycle. So we get him in 2 cycles. All right, so Jovin got a 556 key grab. So I think he's about 3 seconds ahead right now. It's you know, it's the first area, and it's not going to really do a whole lot. But coming up when we get into like area 2, when we get into the part where we unleash the booze, that's when a lot of things can happen. Like a lot of things will be RNG dependent. Yeah. I hope nobody's gonna be getting into the mindset of 100%. Because I think we're just starting to like lose a little bit of interest in any percent. No, out of bounds. Partly because we're getting burnt out, but also partly because at least I think so. At least I think, in my opinion, anyway. There's just not a whole lot more that can be done to the category to save a bunch of time. So all we do is try to play through it and beat it as fast as we can. Well, here's our first instance of the grabber ghosts. Probably my most favorite common ghosts. They grab you, but you can shake them off, and it'll just put them towards the other ghosts, so you can get set up for a double. And as you notice, they're walking through the hallways. They're going to be pointing their flashlights in the areas where ghosts spawn, so we can save Luigi's animations of getting scared. And ballroom doubles, Shy Guy doubles is like really insane to do. And it looks like both of them managed to get them without a sweat.
HD had a little hang up with the second
And it looks like Jovin. Oh, both of them got early release. We were just talking about that. Nobody was going to get early.
Suck up either. HD suck ups have been suspicious, questionable. It's a huge part of speedrunning this game. Like, if you have consistent suck ups, you're going to be saving the most time more consistently.
Yeah. My understanding, you can also like use the C stick to also get fast suck ups. It's just kind of a bit different to what some people are used to doing it. Well, here we go. After performing, poster skip. We're going to be unleashing the boos. Essentially playing a bit of RNG. A game called Hide and Seek. So there's 50 total in the game, but we only need 40. And considering this is probably a really competitive race, both of them are probably. I wouldn't be surprised that both of them would go for Breaker Boo, dubbed like the hardest boo to get a 1 cycle in the entire game. Well, I should say in this category. So they kind of just created some nuances to the run because you are given a Game Boo horror and you kind of have to like read how you kind of use that to read where the boo is hiding. But I just wouldn't say it's not exactly the most accurate to use in some cases.
Oh my
HG
god.
could have gotten that. He needed to pull that tablecloth a bit more.
He got hit by the boo.
Yeah, that too.
But that wasn't the reason he messed it up. He still let go too early. It was just spaghetti.
Yeah, that I think could have saved him about 8 seconds, but yeah, now Jovin's lead is even more sizable than when they started. Well, it's okay. It's still pretty early on. They're still really close together. So this is kind of, I don't think he's going for it, but if they wanted to, I suppose the situation would have needed to be in an ideal spot where if the boo was hiding in the chairs. I'm just basically saying you could potentially set up for a boo double by spawning the boo in the ballroom and then manipulating the boo in the storage room to go into the ballroom and grabbing them together. The tricky part is that they need to have like relatively the same HP to grab them together. Alright, going into bathroom, grabbing this key to unlock the fortune teller room. And then we'll be going into the mirror room, which we'll be facing another variation of the grabber ghosts. They're invisible, but we use the mirror to see them. Just basically judge where they are. Alright, some nice doubles. Not so good at RNG, I don't think. Yeah. At least it wasn't all the way on the left side.
HD's got to stop running into the booze.
I know. I'm just glad he didn't accidentally pick up the fire. Because the vacuum tip detection just pretty much locks onto any object except for the boo. It's really annoying. So a lot of the time we try to clean up any sort of like objects that are on the floor, like pearls. And then and then to go after the boo. So now we're going to set Mr. Shivers' candles on fire, light up. They are, how do I explain this? They are, he is on a, I guess, a global cycle. But in this route, after we grab the fire, we can reset the game back and warp us to the back to the foyer. And that actually will reset his starting position. So that way, there's no like there's no RNG involved when you have to deal with his cycles. His will always be in the same spot relatively when you finish lighting up the candles. All right, so Jovin got a chest animation skip, so that means he grabbed the hat as the chest was kind of spawning, and so that just skips having to watch the animation of the chest spawning, and lets you gain control of Luigi immediately after grabbing the hat. Oh, he almost... Okay, good. So yeah, this is an exclusive Japanese glitch where you can go through the mouse hole and catch the boo, and it skips the dialogue of talking to EGAD. And like I said, it's only Japanese exclusive because it's kind of patched in English. So here's another tech skip opportunity. We'll see if they can try to go for it. Oh. Oh, Jovin gets it. Nice. Saves you relatively around like 3 seconds.
That was huge, actually, for the moment.
Right. Man.
His HD was coming back, but that just gave him a little bit more of a jump. Jovin.
Yeah. So this is Melody. She'll be this portrait ghost will play 2 different songs, and you have to guess which one it is, like which one it's referencing. Even though this is on Japanese, if you were to like compare it to the English version, the answers are basically the same placements. Oh, let's see, is the RNG good? Yes, it is. That is like the best place for that boo to be in this room. Next to the piano, that's not bad either. Although this boo is going on a journey. Oh, that key. Oh, it's okay. At least it's closer to the door. Alright, so this is the few rooms that is optional, so we don't have to clear it. An optional room just basically gives you, like, a treasure chest full of money. So on HD and Jovin's side, they basically shot fire into the spawn point of that. What was it called? I think it's called the Spark. But yeah, they just basically shoot fire into the ghost spawn point, and that essentially just gets rid of the element before they have to spawn, and saves you some animations. So it saves you an animation of them getting burned. There's a good boy, Spooky, Mr. And then we do get hit one intentionally to spawn Mr. Bones, and then when you catch him, he'll throw a bone, and that'll just attract Spooky into showing his heart. Yeah, that was not an ideal place positioning for Mr. Bones' the double right there. Jeez. Oh, and HD loses the double.
With the chat spoiler.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
And the backup. Yeah, super spoiled.
Oh, dang.
Just not a strong area, too. Missed tech skips. Missed the double there. Some questionable suck-ups. Jovin's just playing more solid.
Yeah.
He wants to win this race.
Absolutely. Oh no! So, yeah, that was just unfortunate. But,
It wasn't even that bad of a 2-cycle.
yeah. Now, the thing is like, if he's dragging you all over the place, if he's dragging you all over the place, he's very likely going to break off your vacuum. Because you kind of want to maintain solid control over him. At least somewhat solid. Just before he has a chance to break off at the end. Yeah, this is one of the area boss ghosts that can be one-cycled. They don't really have much of an attack cycle. They just, in his case, he just spawns shadows, and then you need to suck up their shadow, suck up its shadow, and then shoot it. Hopefully on the first try. And what's interesting is that you actually have like a few frames of animation, of like movement, and if it's kind of like offset to the left or right or something like that, Bogmire's positioning will be different and not in the same place. If you're like in a fixed position. But don't quote me if it's random or like if it's gonna be random or just different.
It's random.
Okay. Alright, playing a little cutscene here. We find out where Mario's been missing this whole time. He's been portraitized. I don't even think that's the right word I'm thinking, but...
That has to be.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely assuming that King Boo used the portraitification to turn Mario into a painting like that.
Just don't try to say it 10 times fast.
Yeah. Oh man. Chad is daring us to do it. Portrificationized. Okay. That's fair. Alright, so here's another optional room that we can skip. A neat little trick here is that... Oh, he got the backup. Nice. We can shoot water through the floor as we're walking up the stairs, and that just puts out the fire from underneath. It's kind of a neat trick. And this is another opportunity to get a tech skip. Alright, both setting it up. Now, it would be better if the boo was not on the left side. Oh, I don't think he is. Okay. I'm actually kind of grateful he switched. There you go. A good another, like, 3 seconds right there. Oh, this boo is not wanting to come out. That's good. He gets it. He gets it well. Oh man, Miss Petunia. She's kind of like another tricky ghost to one cycle because she does drag you around quite a bit. Meanwhile, HD is going to be doing Nana's room first. It's honestly just a personal preference. It doesn't really matter in this category. But you will notice that like some pearls don't all spawn in this room because I think it has to do with like how memory is handled in this game. So some of the pearls are still in the some of the pearls are still in the bathroom. Okay. Whew. HD, you're scaring me right now. It wouldn't have... I don't know. It wouldn't have been a huge deal just as long as he doesn't go into the hallway below. Because that means he could have entered the anteater room, which is in Area 1. Alright. So here we are in the Astral Hall. So I will just kind of briefly explain ghosts spawn in waves. After the first wave of ghosts, another wave will spawn, and they're always in the exact same position from when they spawn. Also, that's interesting. He chooses to set them on fire, then grab them. Also gets first try RNG. I gotta say, his RNG has been really good this whole run so far. Alright, now we can just see if he gets a first try moonshot. Alright, HD's RNG was looking the same as well. Oh, he gets it, I think. Yes, okay. Yeah, that shot was actually really quick. And so the star, I think it has like a specific name or something, but yeah, the star usually spawns in a random spot, and so you kind of have to like adjust to how you can. You usually have to readjust your angle to aim at the moon, which takes a little bit of time. All right, moving on. We're going into the Area 2 hall, back into Area 2 hallway to go into projector room. We do get to skip the billiards room and Slim bank shot. He's not important. Very solid. Suck ups. All right, nice clean triple there. And the RNG is also good. Oh geez. Okay. After the Boo giving him a love tap right there. I think he's going to be saving and quitting right here. Yeah. That's honestly better to do. Just for that situation. This means he is going to need to get a fire refill. We do use like the elements to save some time by doing some tricks like vacuum skip or flashlight skips. It's when you pull out. It's kind of like when you pull out the your element shot, like on the first frame as you move. In this case, in a dark room, when you have full control of Luigi, you want to try and pull it out on the first frame. So that way it skips the animation of Luigi pulling out like his flashlight. And in a lit room, in the case of a lit room, you can pull out the element. Like it's like a full shot, I think, and that'll skip the animation for pulling out your vacuum. Or standing still while he pulls it out. Alright, going for regular singles right here. It is possible to do a double setup, but it's not exactly worth the risk.
His luck has been so good.
Oh,
as he lets it go outside.
What the heck, man?
It's all good.
Yeah. It's not like he did any damage anyway. So I didn't exactly see how good their RNG was in the twins.
The couple mistakes Jovin's made were just really minor and just haven't really cost him enough for HD to come back, and HD's been kind of struggling. Not getting good RNG as well. Or as good. I mean, Jovin's getting like
speaking of RNG, Jovin just got a
nice long text.
Yeah, Vanguard text. That's, I think, the longest one that kind of just costs you the most time out of any of them.
Hey Luigi, there's a Vanguard guy up there. Eggplant emoji. You can shoot through the peg. Fun fact.
We should get a Vanguard emote made.
Sure, it would be easy.
Yeah. Well, since he's the first to get into fortune teller, jeez. I'm just gonna temporarily switch over to HD for now. Okay, so he does get the...
Yeah, after going on an adventure again for the Boo.
Yeah, dang. Well, that was a little bit. So... Yeah, there's not really much to say about this. They're just button mashing for about 1 minute and 20, roughly, seconds.
A and B, no other buttons, skip the dialogue.
Yeah, she's basically explaining to you, like, as you're giving her Mario's lost items, kind of like explaining to you how boos can become how boos are powerful if they combine their strengths, which is kind of a foreshadowing to the Area 3 boss. But then after that, she'll say, "What should I do? I have nothing else to. I have like no purpose in the afterlife or something like that." So she allows you to get inside or to send her back into her painting. Oh, all right. Not the greatest RNG. Oh, jeez. Okay. It's okay. That would have only costed him a few seconds if he went into the hallway. As long as he gets into a room or in an area that's lit, you can do damage and catch him. But in dark rooms, boos won't take like hardly any damage, and you can't catch them even at 0 HP. Also, same RNG. Like, they're just. It's kind of funny how you notice how their RNG is the same in this area in particular. Dodge and door the exploder right there. He'll sometimes just like move towards the back or towards the front side of the hallway, need to go around him. Yeah, another case will be shooting our element into the ghost spawn so they can get rid of their element protection. Alright, not bad. Is the RNG good? Oh, I think he's going to... Oh, okay. That was actually a really good read. I didn't actually see what his angle was positioned. But I think it was facing towards those boxes on the shelves. Alright, so he's going to be heading into the balcony to face off the Area 3 the Area 3 portrait boss Ulossus. He consists of like 15 boos that that all go towards your counter. So like I said, when the boos combine their power, they become a lot stronger together. HD giving us a heads up. Jovin could actually be ahead of HD's PB. Is that also saying like, and I'm guessing that also says like he's like on pace to beat his time in the tournament. All right, so when we pop Ulossus, we're gonna be grabbing the ice, moving to the right side. Left. Oh, jeez, yeah, 5 are remaining.
Not a good number. That's a 2 cycle.
3, 4.
Was there another one on the
right? Yeah, right side, just kind of like
stuck.
It was stuck on the statue there. Yeah.
So there's 6 actually. That was after the first shot. That's really bad.
Okay.
You want to get like a lot of them in the first shot. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. Well, HD had a chance to get himself back. And it's so unfortunate. That's Ulossus for you. Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
just like that. we're not tied, but Jovin's still in the lead.
Yeah, it's roughly about like 6 seconds still ahead. That's just the thing you hate to see happen. I mean, he basically did the same setup, but the outcome was kind of different because one boot not only
movement was off.
Yeah. Just slightly off. Some people, if they prefer to do this, some people will choose to go below or sometimes even above the left, below or above the statue on the left side, and then shoot their ice. But yeah, we'll see if HD can make a comeback here. So far, his run hasn't been nice, but anything can happen in this game. Grabbing the fire right here. Mostly just used to perform flashlight skips. And then used for fighting ghosts much later on the roof. So yeah, we only need 4 boos left, most of which have or primarily the ones that we go after have 150 HP. And excuse me. And they're generally placed in the same rooms as we grab the keys. Grimly could change the lead. That is possible. Like, Jovin could lose, 6+ seconds, because it is RNG. And then that could give HD an opportunity to get Instagrim. Nobody, as far as we know, has ever gotten 2 minutes of waiting on Grimly. The longest we've known is probably like 56 seconds or something like that. Oh, I think that he just... Is that move called Pythagoras skip? And HD just got it too. Oh, never mind. Jovin just got Instagram. And HD gets like 1 second. Grim.
That's good though. You don't want to see the race get like decided on that.
Yeah.
I want to see it get decided on King Boo.
Yeah, exactly. Man, that last race, I think it was with Blue. Was it Blue Hits and Jovin?
Yep.
That finale was insane. Because I think it was what happened was Blue Hits got there first, but then Jovin... I actually need to refer back to that because I don't remember everything that happened, but I just remember that Jovin was able to deal more damage than Blue Hits on the first cycle. And that ended up helping him win. Oh, that poison mushroom.
Wow.
What? No!
That is huge. HD has a big chance here if he can nail this to save quite a bit of time.
Okay. Yeah, I think
And
HD...
he gets it. He just nailed it like a boss.
Yeah, what this means now is unless yeah, no, he's in the lead now. Even if the Boo were to even if the Boo were to go back into the breaker room, HD has the leads right now.
That poison mushroom.
Yeah, that poison mushroom is a 20% chance of spawning, and it loses 10 seconds. So, let's see. Is he...
No.
Man, come on. That is unfortunate.
So unfortunate. basically nothing you can do about that.
No. What was it? I think he was roughly. He still had 100 plus HP. I don't think
he could have bailed and at least not gotten hit by the poison mushroom. But he was determined to get it anyway, which would have been I was like, dude, he's gonna get it even though this thing's bouncing around in front of him. But you just auto lock onto that thing so easily.
And yeah.
So yeah. It looks like he's ahead, but the other number above the timer tells us a different story.
Yeah, so
the 1 out of 50.
He's trying to think. I guess he would have to decide on just going for Van Gorbu.
That scare right there.
Or it's either that or he has to clear Pipe Room and look for him again. Well, as we move on,
it's hard to move on from that.
Yeah, we're gonna see them perform a double on the Clockwork Soldiers here. Oh, HD.
He just bailed on it.
Yeah, HD kind of bailed on that double.
It looked like he did.
I don't know if that's to help better position him.
Just to avoid messing up it. You can lose that double super easily. You have to kind of just be right in the corner like Jovin was, or if you get it, just get really good pull pattern.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Because they're just crazy. Like the Clockwork Knights they just go all over the place.
Exactly.
When you got 2 of them in the middle of the room, it's not easy to catch them both quickly, let alone do it in one cycle.
Exactly. Well, jeez. So they both got a refill of fire, but they're going to be using it they're going to be using it to fight the ghosts in this room, the armory room.
Usually you don't want to use the elements to fight, but in this room it's helpful.
Yeah, because the idea is we're going to spawn multiple ghosts and use them to set up a triple. Alright, nice. Okay, so if this is good RNG, he should spawn out of that statue. It's not. But he does get a better second try.
Still okay.
Or a good art. Alright.
Good lure.
Alright, so I think he is opting to warp.
Oh yeah, Jovin's a warper.
Yeah.
Oh, but he does have the... Never mind, it's like he had that off for a reason.
Yeah.
I just kind of silly to warp. And you get to keep your fire, right? How much fire does he have left?
Half. Half a full tank.
Worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, that just basically answered my
HD's the dirty warper.
Because the decision making when you try to go after that that breaker boo.
What a play.
Alright, so normally if you weren't going for breaker boo, you wouldn't have to clear this room, but he's gonna need to. Also, where the heck did that ice go? It just kind of disappeared.
Is HD gonna still not have the lead anyway?
I don't know.
At the
Okay,
300, oh, lucky.
he gets the first try. Also, that blue ball, I don't like.
It's like he's about to get the lead here.
Yeah. Although maybe not necessarily, but I don't know.
I mean, he is in the lead, in my opinion.
But he has to deal with a couple of scares that might lose him a second. Oh no, never mind. What am I saying?
So it took a sec, but he finally takes the lead visually.
Yeah. Oh man. Now it's gonna have to come down to RNG and if they get the first cycle on Weston. Oh, okay. That looks scary because that icicle is just kind of like suspended in midair.
That was close to hitting Jovin as well. Another good pattern.
All right, good. Oh, they boost switched on him. Okay. Okay, same RNG. Actually, yeah, same placement.
And they are both okay.
Let's see. That's like 3-4 seconds. Oh man.
So we have enough booze now to complete the game.
Yep, so they're caught up. They don't have to go for Van Gorbu. They can just head straight to King Boo without save warping. Or saving quitting. I guess it's makes no difference. Man, so I wasn't really paying attention to what pace exactly this is on, because I don't want to speak too soon if this is like still 56.
Doubt it.
No. But for a 57, this is still like insane. Oh, right. You filthy swine, you are blind to see life I gave my creations. Then very well, I shall show you the mastery of my art. I was supposed to do that. Alright, so he's gonna spawn a wave of ghosts into threes. Each wave of ghosts into threes. And we're gonna see how aggressive they are in catching them all. Alright, Jovin. Looks like playing it a bit safe, which is not a bad idea. Okay. Oh, nice. All right. So it looks like they got pretty similar Van Gore fights. Well, it all comes down to King Boo now. So, yeah. I mean,
I'm happy.
Yeah. This is a very, very good, very, like, exciting run to watch.
I'm sure they're not happy.
Yeah, especially Jovin right there at the end. Well,
The poison mushroom and the 2-cycle Bulossus
yeah.
have cost him dearly.
Yeah.
But it's not over.
Yeah, it's not over because...
It's very not over.
Oh, man. I just can't get over this.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Because 8...
It is anxiety.
Yeah, I'm sure they're under the pressure right now, hoping they don't get the 3-cycle of any kind. Oh, man. Okay.
No crown theft.
Yeah, you especially don't want that. Because then your run is just disqualified. It doesn't count for completing the game. Well, here's hoping for 2-cycle, and then that means HD gets to move on to the finals of losers bracket against Michael. However, I need to ask him a question about that, but yeah. Anyway, the Bowser boss fight is probably the most stressful part of the run. But anyway, the finale of the game. He's going to be throwing these explosive bombs, spike balls. Shoot at his face. That start the first cycle of attacks. And then we want to get him to roughly around 250 HP. Alright, good first cycle on both players. Yeah, this is definitely 57, like 10 or 5705, I don't know. You need to maintain that control on him. That's a good spot. And he gets a 5712 and a 5713. Oh man.
HD wins by 1 second.
Dan. Holy man. What a run. What a race, rather. I mean, it's like Jovin had it the entire time until, like, Breaker Boo. Freaking Poison Mushroom just screwed everything. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to, like, 2-cycle Bulossus and hit a mushroom and have all the bad suck-ups that I was seeing and get 56s. This was still low 57s. These are really solid runs, like very good by my standards. But
I just cannot fathom this outcome right now.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I feel you right now.
Wow. Yeah, that. Wow.
Oh man, like
it's pretty simple. Just get a 1-cycle Bulossus and get Breaker Room.
Yeah, and not
Pretty
get a
much
poison and not get a poison spawn on you.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Yeah, and I think Jovin should have won that. That mushroom was bullshit.
I mean, he played it like he was still gonna go for the Breaker Room 1-cycle anyway, and, avoid it. But like that's just it would have been so lucky and difficult to avoid, which neither happens. Bounced in a bad spot and just didn't have his back to it enough.
I mean, yeah, there was also the possibility that he could have missed it, but I don't know, man. I just feel kind of guilty taking this win from him.
Yeah, hate to see it though.
Oh.
Apparently Jovin didn't get an invite. Is there a way I can have him?
There is a way.
I can send in a thing.
There is definitely a way.
But yeah, you know, despite all those like struggles you were having early on, I will say like it wasn't due to it actually wasn't mostly due to RNG. It was just kind of like bad executions. Well, I wouldn't say bad. I just mean like less than stellar.
I also that graveyard is pretty bad.
Right, yeah.
I missed the double. I got hit by a bone, making me lose the guy. Then I locked onto the guy with my vacuum, but I didn't think I did, so I let go of him. Probably lost like 15 seconds from that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a double clutch, or whatever.
A double mess up.
I thought you did it on purpose. Double
No.
clutch, like you thought you were gonna do something, so you let go, but then shouldn't have let go. Like double
No,
clutch.
same with the toy soldiers. I let go by accident.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
thought
saying.
that was on purpose.
Oh,
Yeah, I call that a double clutch.
it was on purpose. What do you mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the idea was
I was
just
trying to
to
say you
respawn
had
him
200
and
IQ.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
not have to deal with him later. Hey, Jovin. Congrats on the
Hi.
win.
Thank you.